up, everybody? This is Marshall of MarshMakesArt.com and DonkeyJawProjects.com. And today is day 17 of 100 of making comics for 100 days in a row for at least a half an hour a day. Started by Kevin Cross, the almighty Kevin Cross. He made something really cool, and a lot of people have followed suit, and I think it's awesome, and you can do it too. If you have an idea to make comics or something, I encourage you to do it. I've done most of my comic work and best work while doing a challenge such as this. And it's definitely helpful, it's motivating, and it's a great community of people. So today, just got out of church a little bit ago, brought some food home to the honey and me, and we're gonna hang out and relax. I already did, some work on the comic, and I'll probably, do some more sketching and whatnot. But today was kind of a cool day because I figured out how. Well, if you don't know, I'm doing a book called 12 Stories. It's a 12-story building apartment, and each story has a story to it. So there's going to be 12 actual stories, kind of like an anthology, 5 pages more or less for each story. And I wanted to tie them all together, and I haven't figured it out how to do it yet until today. So I kind of had an idea that I might use a certain character to tie it all together. And I think I did mention it in earlier episodes, but I don't know how much I want to mention the details of it now because that character has become like a huge part, and it's going to be really cool how it all ties together. I'm excited. There's a story to it. It's really cool. It's really fun. So I'm super excited. So I figured that out, and that's going to be the last story that's told of the 12 stories. Really amped about that. And one of the things that's kind of interesting is I wanted to, the idea I had for it was to name one of the characters a name from an old teacher of mine who I really respected and was inspired by, and was also teaching writing, actually, some creative writing stuff, and pretty big influence in my young life. And I actually emailed this teacher today. That's kind of part of what I did for comics, but I also did some researching and stuff, and I did some writing. So I emailed him today and asked him, this is like 25 years ago that I went to school there or whatever, but asked him if I could use his name. So we shall see how that works out. But so that's an aspect of writing that's interesting, is just naming people and all that. One way I'm naming people is my wife kind of collects names. Like, we've thought of different names for if we have a kid or something, for girls and boys. And it's just fun to think of different names that might be good, that we like. And so she's kind of collected names. So I'll take some names from that. And then also just sometimes a name just kind of pops in your head. For like, I was thinking of this character today, and I'm like, I thought of the name, and I'm like, I almost didn't even remember that it was my teacher. And I'm like, I know, I thought it was somebody else at first. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's my old teacher's name. But I was like, that is like the perfect name. For some reason, it just sounds right for this character. And then I was like, oh, this might be kind of a cool way to honor, a teacher that was a big influence in my life. So that was really cool. So there's a lot of different reasons that people name names. Sometimes you use somebody from your personal life and attach it to a different, not a character that necessarily is like them, but you use these names because it's fun to incorporate things from your life. You might use it for like a street name or something, or there's all kinds of naming things. And actually, speaking about naming things, is I still don't know how I'm going to refer to this apartment building. I don't know if it's going to be like have an actual name, like, I don't know, something. How do they? I think like something Commons or whatever is like a surname or attachment to apartments sometimes, like something Commons, or like there's different ways that sometimes they name apartment buildings, sometimes they don't. I don't know how people refer to certain apartment buildings in cities because I've never lived in a city, but I have lived in different apartments, so I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to refer to the apartments. Maybe it'll just be generic. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll figure that out eventually, I guess.
The complex.
The complex, Lindsay says. You want to say hi? Here's
Hi.
my wife.
Hi.
Hanging out.
I'm trying to figure out where the camera is. Where the green light is. Hi, guys.
So we're gonna just hang out, watch some Big Bang Theory and whatever else. We're finishing up the seasons. My sister and brother-in-law let us borrow all the seasons of Big Bang Theory, so we've been knocking those out for the last couple weeks, and we're actually close to the finish of it. So we'll be watching some of those and having some laughs and hanging out and enjoying our Sunday afternoon and evening. So I hope you guys are doing awesome. Thank you guys for watching. You guys all rock, you guys and gals. If you want to find me anywhere, Marsh Makes Art everywhere, marshmakesart.com. You can find the links to all the things that I do. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will talk to you on day 18 of 100 Days of Making Comics. Peace.